Welcome back. This is Richard with SNEED Coding Solutions, and in this video I'm going to give you an overview of the simple message editor screen and how to use the print parameters. From the menu on the right, go ahead and select Simple Message Editor. First, you'll see the preview screen here. This just shows you the preview of the message you're printing. Next to that, you have the drop-down list that allow you to select any saved messages, up to 10 saved messages. With Infinity Print Shop Connect, you're limited to 4 lines of print, as you'll see here. And in a moment, I'll show you how to program those lines. But let's talk about our parameters first. So the parameters menu is going to show you, or is going to allow you to adjust where your print lies on the package, and how fast your printer is printing, and so on and so forth. So here you'll see delay. And delay is the time in which the photo eye sees the product to the time the printer prints. So if you need to move your print over one direction or the other, you can add or subtract delay. Speed is in meters per minute, and that's just how fast your product is moving down the line. So you want to do your best to match the speed to the speed in which your product's moving so that you've got the best quality code every time. Bold is just like a grayness scale. It'll allow you to increase the boldness and make it blacker. Width is an option that you'd use with an encoder wheel, and so if you have one of those, you can see in another video how to adjust that. Quantity, if you want to use an auto repeat function, which you'll see here, where you trigger the photo eye one time and program your printer to print multiple prints off of one trigger, you would do that here by entering another number. So I wanted to print the same print 3 times on one box. I'll hit 3. And then the Q delay is the quantity delay. That is the distance between those repeat prints. So that value is going to be the same as the value here, and that's in seconds. An encoder button here is to turn your encoder wheel off and on, and as I said before, we'll talk about that in the encoder video. Below that, you see the resolution settings. Resolution will just allow you to get more dots per inch for each print, ultrafine being the highest and draft mode being the lowest. Below those things, you'll see we have our direction parameters like rotate, mirror, and invert. So we can rotate the print 360 degrees on the canvas. We can mirror that print, or we can flip it upside down. So now let's go ahead and talk about programming a basic text message. So here in the drop-down menu on each line, you'll see you have a list of options to choose from. We'll go ahead and select text. We have a prefix button, so if you wanted to do a date, you could use that prefix. You would use something like Best Buy. We'll do a brief example of that here in a moment. But for this purpose, we're just going to go ahead and type test print. And over here, we have a postfix. We have a couple different fonts to choose from. We're going to stick with that Arial font. And then our font size. So let's change these both to 5. And then this here is the margin. So if we're only using 2 lines, but we want those lines to be further apart from each other, we can go ahead and use this margin button, and it'll move those lines down. So you'll see since I did it in the first one, it moved the first line down. Let's go ahead and do it here, the second line, and you'll see the second line drops down. Once we've created our message, all you simply need to do is press send and save. And you see it says sent successfully. Now my printer is ready to print that message. It's also saved here under message 1. So if I click message 2 and back to message 1, you'll see the preview changes, and you can see the print that, or the message that's going to print. So each time you hit send and save, it's going to save it there. That is your basic overview of the simple message editor and your print parameter screen. Thank you.